There are four characters in this novel that are extremely important. These characters include Gregor, Greet, the mother, and the father. First, I will start with the main character, Gregor Samsa. Gregor was isolated, unhappy, dreaming, in pain, alone, determined, sad, abandoned, an army veteran, hardworking, and stressed. When Gregor was in the army, he was his happiest, but that was more than 5 years ago. Before his transformation, his job as a traveling salesman was very stressful, but Gregor worked hard to support his family. He was also very unhappy before he transformed into a bug. After he transformed, his family isolated and abandoned him. He was all alone and no one cared about him. I threw in dreaming as a word that describes Gregor because I think the picture of the lady in the fur represents the life that Gregor wished for. Gregor was also a static, flat victim. He didn't change his personality during the novel, and he is the center of the conflict. Last but not least, Gregor is the protagonist. Throughout the novel, I wanted him to transform back into human form, and I was rooting for him. Next, I will talk about Gregor's sister, Greet Samsa. Greet is both a protagonist and an antagonist. She is also a villain and a hero. Greet had a personality change that switched her from good to evil during the novel, making her a dynamic character. After Gregor's transformation, Greet took care of him, and she was his guardian. Greet is also a round character because of this personality change. Greet is a foil as well. She makes Gregor seem more helpless than he really is. She is also a confidant. The traditional definition of a confidant is a person who is a trusted friend. Although Gregor can't talk to Greet, it is obvious that she is closest to him. A few words that I would use to describe Greet are caring, motherly, hardworking, and I threw in the word violin because she is a very talented musician. Although all of those words were positive, I think Greet becomes a villain when she stops caring as much for Gregor. Next, I will talk about Gregor's father. Gregor's father is an obvious villain, making him an antagonist. Gregor's father is also a foil for Gregor's mother. He makes Gregor's mother seem like a helpless old lady. A few words that I would use to describe Gregor's father are lazy, old, disappointed, angry, rude, tired, and ungrateful. Gregor was providing for the family before his transformation, which allowed the father to become a lazy old man. After Gregor provided for them for a while, Gregor's father became ungrateful for the money Gregor was providing. When Gregor transformed into a bug, the father was disappointed and angry. He never cared for Gregor after the transformation. The last character I will talk about is Gregor's mother. Gregor's mother is one of Gregor's guardians. She's also a hero in this novel because of her protective motherly instincts. The mother is also a foil because she makes the father seem more tough, harsh, and strict. When Gregor transformed, she shared a lot of the same characteristics as the father. She was disappointed. The mother had also been ungrateful for the money Gregor had provided, and she was becoming tired and old. Although those were her negative traits, Gregor's mother was an overall sweet, hardworking, kind, and helpful person after Gregor's transformation.